Alright, so before I begin anything, I want to say thank you to Card Shuffler 99 for allowing me to upload this video here on their channel. You guys can click the link, it'll send you back to my channel, and then you can also check out their video, which is on my channel. So here's a trick, guys, and hope you all like it. Alright, so to start off this trick, let's say we can go by just shuffling the deck real quick, and then we can start off with the spectator's name. In this case, let's say we pick the name Tom, so we're going to do T-O, and just like that, we're going to have the spectator write his name, Tom, on the back of the card. So let's say we put Tom right here. Hopefully you guys can all see that. And we're also going to put it on the face. So let's say we write Tom on the face of the card. So now we have Tom on both sides. And what I want to do is put this card in the box. And as you can see, there's nothing in there. This way you know I can't really touch it or manipulate it in any way, but in this case, let's say you put it in the box over here. You guys can see that. What I want to do is shuffle or snap my fingers just like this, and as you can see, the card should travel from here back into the deck. So if I spell T-O-M, the card Tom actually comes back to the deck just like this. And now what happens is, even though the Tom is written on the card like this, all I have to do is give the card a little bit of a shake, and as you can see, the signature just vanishes right off, and the card is no longer the chosen selection. So let's say we take the card, we snap, it's going to go back to the box. Okay, we have the Tom card back in the box just like this, and as you can see, we have Tom written on the front side, we have Tom written on the back side just like this. And now what I want to do is show you real quick that when I take the Tom card again and I give it a little shake, you can see the back side has now been erased and written with Hester. So this is a trick, guys, and if you want to know how to do it, don't forget to stick around for the tutorial. Alright, so I hope you guys all enjoy the trick. This is going to be basically how you do it. So what you want to do is, you don't necessarily need the box. I just use the box because if I was doing this in real life, I would actually be putting the card into my pocket, not necessarily the box, but since I can't really show you guys my pocket, in this case I just use this. So let's say that before you even start the trick, you want to find a card. Let's say like the 3 of diamonds, for example, because it has a nice white blank canvas for you to write. And let's say on the back of this card, before you even start the trick, you write your own name on the card. So in this case, I just put Hester just like that. And that is before I even started the trick, and before you even go up to the spectators. You make sure this is nice and dried on the card. And now what you can do is, if you know the spectator's name, what you would do is you would take the card, this card with your name on it, just on the back. You're going to put that on top of the deck, put one card on top, and now at this point, let's say you can think of any family member you have, and you can just put that amount of cards for their name on top of the deck. So if their name was like Cody or something, you would just put 4 cards on top of the deck just like that. So in this case, I just use Tom because it's a really simple 3-letter name. You're going to put that on top of the deck, and in this case, I'm going to have 4 cards above that Hester. So from here, let's say you can shuffle the deck and you can leave that card on top just by making sure there's enough cards staying on top of the deck, just to give the illusion that you are mixing up the cards. But in this case, let's say you pick the name, you have Tom, so you deal out their number of letters in their name, so Tom, T-O-M, and at this point your card should be right below it, and then you write their name. So let's say we write Tom again just like this. We write Tom on the first card, and you tell them that they're also going to write the name on the face of the card. But what you're doing here is a double lift, and I'll leave a link for that. You're just taking 2 cards, flipping it over as one, having them sign their name on the card with Hester. So at this point you have 2 face-up cards, and now what you're going to do is a risk kill, taking a single card, not the card below. You're moving the deck away so they don't see the face-up queen, and you're taking this card and putting this in your pocket, and this card is going to have both signatures on it already. In this case, let's just say we leave it on top of the deck just like that. And now from here, what's going to happen is you have the spectator's card face down, the one that has Tom on the front of it, or sorry, on the back. That's going to be on the bottom of the deck. So while this card is in your pocket, you say, look, what I'm going to attempt to do is take the card out of my pocket and put it back into the deck. And when you say that, you're pulling down the bottom card to get a pinky break. You transfer this to a thumb break, and you do a swivel cut, moving that card. So you take the top half of the deck, put it over, you still have that thumb break, you come back over to this deck, and drop it, and now you have a pinky break right above that spectator's card. And now at this point, all you have to do is cut the amount of cards that's for the letters of their name. So if their name is Tom, you say, look, I'm going to attempt to move the card from my pocket back to the deck. So let's say we count out T, O, and then when you get to M, you just take it from the break, you move it, and show to the spectators that their card is on top. So at this point, their card is now moved from the pocket to the deck, and you don't want to show them the face of the card because this is obviously not their selection. So what I do is I take it off the deck and say, look, so as you can see, the card is moved back into the deck. Now as I'm doing that and showing them this card, all I'm doing is pushing over the top card, getting a pinky break, putting it back on top, and say, look what happens when I take this card. And all I'm doing is a shake change, and I'll leave a link in the description or on the video so you guys can check that out how to do it. All you do is you shake the card and you kind of pivot it and use your index finger as you're shaking it to flip the card over just like that. And now it looks like the signature has disappeared. And at this point, you're going to be left with the single card that has no writing on it, and you can show it to them and say, look, as you can see, this is not your selection, and you move that to the middle. And now the card on top here with the queen, this is going to have Tom written on the back. So now what you do is you take the card, you say, look, so I'm going to move the card back to my pocket, and you go back to your pocket or in the deck, and as you can see, or in the box, I mean, and you can see the card here, Tom, is written on the face. And you say, look, the Tom card has come back to my pocket, and you take it out. And what you can do is, as you're showing this to the spectators, the face of the card, you push over break, capturing the top card here with your left hand. And that way you can do an easy double lift. You put it up here with the break, and now you say, look, I have Tom on the front. You do a double lift. You say, look, I have Tom in the back. The same thing, you take two cards and you move it back. So now it looks like Tom's on both sides of the card. And then you do another wrist kill. So you take a single card and you say, look, now if I take the Tom card once more and shake it, at this point, this is where you can reveal on the back side you have your name written. So I hope this video makes sense. I hope the tutorial made all good sense to you guys. Don't forget to check out my channel. Again, thank you for Card Shuffler for having me on theirs. And as always, guys, hope you liked the video, and thanks for watching.